Hello, my name is Dwayne.
And I'm Tammy.
And these are our children, Caleb, Katie, Josh, and Anna. And we are Baptist Bible Fellowship missionaries to the country of Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a country located in the northeast African region, known as the Horn of Africa. With 5 bordering countries, Ethiopia finds itself completely landlocked. The country has a diversity of landscape, with high mountains reaching 13,000 feet to the vast plains. Ethiopia has over 74 million people in an area almost twice the size of Texas. The capital city, Addis Ababa, alone has over 4 million people, with 50% of the population under the age of 20. Over 80 different languages show the broad spectrum of culture and life, with Amharic being the national language in the country. Ethiopia's wealth is based primarily on farming, which accounts for half of the country's economy. Coffee is one of the most important exports in the Ethiopian economy. The country's ability to maintain steady exports suffers from frequent periods of drought and poor cultivation practices. However, the spiritual drought in this country has lasted decades, with religion playing such an important role in the Ethiopian society. Islam and the Ethiopian Orthodox Church continue to grow. The 4th most holy site for Islam is located in Ethiopia, and it binds these people to a belief that never saves. 50% of these people will die before the age of 40 because of AIDS. We must have an urgency to reach them with the gospel. Our family has felt the urgency to reach the people in Ethiopia for Christ.
I grew up in a Christian home, and we were always faithful in attending church and working at the church. It was as a teenager that I surrendered to full-time ministry. I always had a burden for missions growing up and a deep love for the African people.
It was as a teenager that I was exposed to missions. While away at a youth winter camp, I surrendered my life to do whatever God wanted me to do. Through my years of full-time service and ministry, God has now changed that passion and burden for the Ethiopian people to a call. On 2 occasions, we were able to take survey trips to Ethiopia and were taken back by the sights and sounds of the spiritual darkness and oppression that binds them. Who will set them free? We were plagued with the same question as Isaiah: whom shall I send, and who will go for us? How will we take advantage of this opportunity that God has set before us? We have an opportunity to make an impact for Christ on a young and spiritually starving generation. The first step is for our family to arrive in Ethiopia as soon as possible. Since English is spoken in much of the capital, we will begin to minister immediately as we learn their native language. Our family desires to learn from already established BBFI missionaries in Ethiopia, and it is through their years of experience that we will be able to learn how to reach the people of Ethiopia. We are confident in God's calling us to establish indigenous Baptist churches in the capital of Addis Ababa. Through this ministry, we are looking forward to establishing village works, discipleship programs, feeding centers, orphanages, sports camps, and youth camps. You've heard our burden, and you've seen the need. So what about you? What can you do? Would you consider partnering with us through prayer and financial support?
We have an opportunity to make an impact for Christ on a young and spiritually starving generation.
And it is through your prayers and financial support that we can make a difference, one life at a time.
A million cries are never heard. A million voices calling out for life and love. And if I belong to you, what will I choose? We are your hands and feet. We are free to change the world. Reaching out to the unseen, to those who haven't heard. We are free to change the world.